So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. First carry for James Conner. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Black 20. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Black,
on 3rd down, Richard. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. Big conversion. They were backed up deep to start the drive, able to pick up the first.
So the goal is at least a first down here, right? Pick up a first down, give yourself some breathing room, and if you have to punt after that, maybe you've helped with field position and you've helped out your defense.
And avoided a 3-and-out on their opening drive.
White 80.
Drop deep, drop deep.
This is Richard. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Eric Ebron. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many.
That's caught inside the 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham with touchdown number 7 on the year. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Check three.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. B.J. Goodson there on the tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
At the 17.
Under 10.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of players are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Block 80!
I'm here all day. Watch time, watch time. Tight end right, tight end right.
Loco! Check. Hey, orbit.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic.
Watch the pass, watch the pass.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Good, 180! Hurry!
Come, baby, come, baby.
On 1st down, Dobbins. And they'll get him down right around the 16. There to make the tackle, Steven Nelson.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On 2nd down, Dobbins. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Hey, alert, 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 alert! You draw portrait.
And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after 1. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create, and if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on 2nd and goal.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go. Switch, switch, switch.
Hurry, hurry. Stop, stop.
Watch the shit.
They'll give it to Chubb. And he's in. Touchdown, Brown. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know. We know playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Gets it to Smith-Schuster on the jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play.
I just wanted to get on here so I could talk to you while watching your game. That's the only reason why I got on.
Richard trying the right side. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. An effective 7-yard third down conversion.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
When you're able to break and run against a cover 2 or a 2-deep zone, safeties are back a little ways. What you're counting on is the guys taking care of business up front and then maybe climbing to the second level, that offensive lineman or tight end getting up to the second level and able to block the safety in order to create a big run.
Yeah, making those linemen work with a couple blocks. They look good doing it there.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 37-yard line.
Hey, Wood.
Hey, defense, let's go.
Hey, alert. Block it.
2nd and 5 now. Roethlisberger.
Oh, Big Ben. Tell you to throw it to the outside. This is a Big Ben.
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point.
Back in the draft too. Well, you got Trevor Lawrence. I mean, after Trevor Lawrence, and
it's good, and it is now 21-7.
Because I'm gonna have to get a quarterback too, because Tom Brady's probably gonna retire. You don't know when he's gonna retire.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Switch it.
On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
On second down now, Dobbins. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. They run again on first down, Chubb. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield looking middle, and it's incomplete. Nick Chubb, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up third down.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Hey, Charlie! King!
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Now Mayfield. And he's got his man. That's Landry. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. And they give this time to the tailback. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. On second down, Dobbins. And he takes this one in for a Browns score. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. On second down, Connor looking for space. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick. He's been decisive. And he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Black 20. Nicholas, 66. Man, I got you.
On second down now, it's Connor. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Just enough to get the first down there with a 1-yard pickup.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Now a give, right side. Richard, not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Black 30.
Get him. Check. Lucky.
They'll keep it on the ground. Richard able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Hey, 81 right there.
Now a give, right side. Richard. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
These 2.
Here we go on 4th down. There he goes, right side. And into the end zone. Ben. Boswell for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Devin Bush, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. It's caught by OBJ. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here, and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
On 2nd down, it's Connor, and he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Now a give right side. Richard, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Ready? Blue 30.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Check, 93's the mic, 93. 50. Check, nickel.
Roethlisberger will hand to Connor, and he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Connor, and some space here. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Jalen Richard, his 2nd touchdown of the night, as his guys are back within a single score. He's having a nice little game. Maybe already has an eye on that 3rd touchdown.
And how about what our producer, Christian McLeod, likes to say when they've scored touchdowns like this? He's put a tent up in Touchdown City.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws, Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Check 37. Check 37. Hurry.
Mayfield. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time.
And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Mack Wilson. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 21. On 1st down, Chubb going to get forward for only about a couple. 2nd and 8 forthcoming. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And it's 3rd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Hey, alert.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there? Yeah, maybe that extra that extra emphasis on it got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
Mark 54. Mark 50.
Hey, exit.
3rd and short yardage. Mayfield. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Steven Nelson. My math, but it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now, Roethlisberger, and that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the air.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Good.
The Browns' drive about to get started. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That second down play nets a -4.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
First down, Cleveland.
Good. 220. Check line 54. Line 54.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb.
Slam, slam, slam.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine.
Let's get that ball right here. Hurry, hurry. Check 25. Watch out.
And again, it's Chubb. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Brings up third down.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
You got him. You got him.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Mayfield from the gun on third down. He finds Beckham complete. And he coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
They'll run on first down. Richard, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Richard, and no room that time, getting it to about the 46. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Brings up third and 10.
Check. 180.
You can't block me. You can't.
Alert.
You can't block me.
Check. 180.
Roethlisberger to throw. Ebron's got it. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
First and 10.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Now a give right side. Richard. Oh, he's got a little daylight. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final.
I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not, you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Like 10.
Back to throw. And this is caught. He hits Landry. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it, and that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. He's back to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested.